seen far too many recipes out there that say it's impossible to make a proper snickerdoodle cookie without using cream of tartar. Well, I'm here to say that that's nonsense. These cookies are simple to make and the results are soft and delicious. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie, this is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
To get started, let's mix our dry ingredients together. In a medium bowl, add some flour, a bit of salt and baking soda, and whisk until combined. Then set it aside until needed. In another larger bowl, add some sugar, butter, and coconut oil. Use a hand mixer to cream them together. Traditional snickerdoodles usually call for a mixture of butter and vegetable shortening, but to modernize it, I've swapped coconut oil. It doesn't add a coconutty flavor, but if this is something you're concerned about, you can use refined coconut oil and you won't have that issue. Using shortening or coconut oil aids in the fluffy texture of the cookies because it has no water content. This is something that you don't necessarily get when just using butter alone. Beat the butter and sugar until it's very light and fluffy and aerated around 3 to 5 minutes. You can also do this in a stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment to make things even easier. Scrape down the sides of your bowl and add your room temperature eggs, the cream of tartar substitute, which is apple cider vinegar, and some vanilla extract. I call for a full tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to be included, as it takes a fair amount for even the slightest bit of tang to shine through. Using this amount makes the cookies taste virtually the same as those made with cream of tartar. Beat these together until well combined and very fluffy. Then add your dry ingredients and beat together on low speed just until everything is incorporated. You can go ahead and finish combining everything by hand in order to avoid overmixing. Now, cover the dough with plastic and chuck it in the refrigerator to chill for at least an hour and up to 3 days. This allows the dough to relax and hydrate more easily and also firms it up to make it easier to portion out. When you're ready to bake, go ahead and preheat your oven to 180°C or 350°F, line some baking sheets with parchment, and mix your cinnamon sugar. I like to add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon per 50 grams of sugar, and note that you will probably have some left over if you follow that ratio in the recipe linked in the description. Remove the dough from the fridge and using a cookie scoop or a spoon, scoop out roughly 24 2-tablespoon sized scoops from the dough. Roll each dough ball into a sphere with your hands before rolling it in the cinnamon sugar. Place it on your prepared baking sheet, ensuring that there is enough space between each cookie. If you don't want to bake all of these cookies at once, they also can be frozen at this point. Simply place them uncovered on the baking sheets in the freezer and keep them there until they're frozen solid. This will generally take a few hours. Then transfer the dough balls to a freezer bag or an airtight container. You can then bake them directly from frozen, just add a few minutes onto the bake time. If you're baking now, transfer the cookies to the oven and bake for about 10 minutes or until they're dry and lightly crisp around the edges, but still very soft in the center. Once they've cooled for a couple of minutes on the pan, move the cookies to a wire rack to cool completely, and then dig in and enjoy. And if you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!